Welcome to this video lecture, Understanding Project Management, a Practical Guide, Chapter 8, Quality Planning. So the project life cycle is now time to talk about the planning regarding the quality that is for the project. First of all, an introduction to quality theory. There are many definitions of quality. There, PMI, ISO has a uh, quality definition and so on. So this course uses a definition from some original quality pioneers and thinkers, J.M. Muren and J.A. Defoe. And their definition was to be fit for purpose. Every good and service must have the right features to satisfy the customer needs and must be delivered with few failures. I think the key thing about this definition is twofold. It fit for purpose. It must have the right features. It is customer centric, that if the customer does not view it as quality, it can do exactly what it was designed to do. It can be completely according to the original specifications. But if it doesn't have the right features according to the customer, it's not quality and must be delivered with few failures. It needs to work. So it's that combination that is important. So project quality means having the right features to satisfy customer needs delivered with few failures. Now, another quality pioneer, W. Edwards Deming, emphasized, in addition to the great work that he did on quality, emphasized the importance of improvement of processes rather than over-reliance on quality inspection. So that is a key aspect of quality. Is not just you're not just checking for errors, but you are improving the way things are done. And this leads to the key idea of quality should be designed into the product rather than relying on inspection. Key idea. Quality consists of the following three categories: quality planning, assurance, and control. This chapter focuses on the first category, quality planning. Quality assurance and quality control are referenced in this chapter, but will be discussed in more detail later in the course. So one of the key questions that is answered by quality planning is, what are the quality standards for the project? Now, quality standards includes a few things. It consists of the requirements, specifications, or characteristics that are used to ensure the output of the project meets the desired level of quality. So it's all of the specs and requirements, characteristics. Those are the standards that we are looking to meet. And it's the definition of those that will lead us to quality. If we know what it is that we want to do and we meet those, that's what we're after. So these quality standards may be related to the product, service, or result of the product. So they may be the product itself, the service itself, what the customer can touch and feel and experience. These are documented in the project scope statement. So during the scope planning chapter, there was quality that was being built into it, in that we were defining the standards within that scope statement. So that is important. There's also the quality standards of the organization and of the project to be followed by the project. These are documented in a new report document called the Quality Management Plan, which will be discussed soon. A key consideration, though, for quality standards is they need to be measured. If you have a standard that can't be measured, then it's not really a practical standard. You need to measure them. And this is where we get into the concepts of metrics and tolerances and how they improve the measurement of standards. Metrics are merely numbers, and that allows for the measurement. If we had a project that was developing some sort of piece of machinery or part, the length of it, if we just said it needs to be, an average length long or something like that, it would be very hard to measure whether we achieved that or not, versus if we said it was 9 or it was 25 millimeters or something like that. That's measurable, right? So anything that we do, we want to, wherever possible, define metrics. If one of our standards is for communication standards to say, what is our normal, what is our standard response time to questions within our project? What do we expect our team members to respond? If we just say, well, they should respond in a reasonable amount of time, that's not measurable, because who knows what reasonable is? That is different for different people. However, if we use a metric of one business workday, we can measure that, or 5 hours, we can measure that. So the introduction of metrics improve the ability to measure standards, which is critical to quality. And then there's tolerances, which is how close to the metric is required. For example, if we were talking about a physical product where the metric was 25 millimeters, how close is it? Is if we were 25.001 millimeters, was that close enough, or does it have to be 25.1? Like, how close is it? What is the tolerance level? And it depends on the situation as to how fine the tolerance is. For the creation of microchips and so on that go into computer boards and servers and so on, the tolerance is very small, is very exact and so on, versus others. If you're building a fence or something like that, the tolerance for the measurement would be not as much. So it really depends upon what it is you're building and what the tolerance is to how close to the metric do we need to be in order to achieve our standard. There's often confusion between the goals and objectives of the project and quality standards. Uh, the, the way to look at this is the goals and objectives are the results of the project. So a standard is not that we achieve our goal of a 5% increase in market share. That's our goal. That's not our standard. That's what we're trying to achieve. That's on the output side. Standards generally refer to more of the input side of what is it that you're creating, all of the deliverables and features and community processes that take place. It's the standards on those, the inputs, the production process, as W. Edwards Deming describes, it's the standards for those, not the outputs. It's the inputs. And how do goals and objectives differ from quality standards? Well, that's just what I was saying, is that it's output versus input. The all of the activities and things that you produce, those are the ones that have standards on, which will then hopefully help us achieve our goals. There's a direct relationship between those. Let's see the video now of the project team creating the quality management plan.
Now that her project team planning is complete, Sophie turns her attention to the next element of the plan, project quality. She starts by asking herself a simple question: how will quality be achieved for this project? She sets out to list the features that will set the project apart and help ensure that it is a quality project. Given the creation of graphics and videos, there is a fair amount of technology involved. Sophie knows that technology failures tend to reflect on the overall project quality, even if they are minor, so she begins by writing technical standards on a sheet of paper. Next, she considers the amount of written text that will be produced, such as in the press release and on the holographic cards, mural, and updates to the website. Since even a single spelling or grammatical error reduces the perception of quality, she writes writing standards as another subheading on the sheet. Sophie knows that social media will be used significantly during the product launch. This is something that can be of great benefit to the project but can also be detrimental if mistakes are made. She adds social media standards to the sheet. She also understands how important communication is to the success and quality of the project. She writes communication standards as the last subheading. For each subheading, she starts to list the standards that should be met for the project. Some standards are defined by the Deco Productions organization, while others are standards defined for this project. Next, Sophie considers the quality assurance activities for the project. She plans to hold bi-weekly quality audit meetings to review and improve the ongoing processes of the project. She also plans to promote an environment of continual improvement within the project. A comprehensive test plan will also be developed to ensure that all the deliverables meet the project's standards. She decides that inspection will be the primary method of quality control for the project. Each deliverable produced will be verified using the comprehensive test plan. Finally, Sophie considers the quality-related roles for the project. As the project manager, she will ensure that all aspects of the quality management plan are completed. Fatijit will be accountable for creating the comprehensive test plan and will be accountable for the quality control activities.
Okay, in terms of the quality management plan that we saw being created, it contains the quality standards for the project, right? Remember, the quality standards for the product is contained in the project scope statement. So this is for the project. The quality assurance activities to be performed. Quality pertains to the review of the ongoing processes, the way the work is being done in order to improve the end result. So there's a various attention that should be placed on that. And you saw some of the ideas in the video of what those would be. The quality control activities to be performed, how the output would be checked. That's defined in the quality management plan. The roles for the quality roles for the project as to who is accountable for it, who's going to do, lead the quality assurance, lead the quality control, and so on. You can see the quality management plan for the case study in the textbook in chapter 8. So key idea, quality planning results in the creation of the quality management plan, which describes the quality standards, the approach to quality assurance and quality control, and the quality related roles for the project. Key terminology for this section, complete list in chapter 8, and that's the end of this lecture. Thanks for watching.